tonight. JD Vance is running for Senate in Ohio, where people do care about gas prices. He joins us tonight. JD Vance, thanks so much for coming on. So they're telling us that inflation is up, because there's no denying it. You can look at consumer prices. But that it's a good thing, we can afford it, and maybe we can live more like Europeans, which will make us more sophisticated, and we deserve it. Like, what do you make of their justifications for a crashing economy?
Well, I think it's funny how for the last 6 months they've acted like inflation isn't happening, and now that it's obvious to everyone, they're trying to convince us that it's actually good for us. But to me, we have to keep our focus on the people who are actually harmed by this stuff. Like, you know, I think a lot about the people who have had, let's say, a child killed by the drug epidemic, taking care of grandchildren that they weren't planning on. Do you think they care about higher gas prices? Of course they do. Do you think they care about the fact that they can't put food to feed their grandchildren on the table? Of course they do. This inflation hurts people who have made good decisions. It hurts savers. It hurts people who have retired on a fixed income, who are preparing for their golden years. And of course the Biden administration doesn't care, because it looks at these people as deplorable, as evil, as unacceptable. And so we have to, as a movement, stand up and fight for them and say, you know, it is a real problem that our energy sector is a disaster. It is a real problem that Americans are paying more for the basic things that they need and that they use.
It's the only revolution ever aimed downward, to hurt people who are already struggling. The class beneath you must be exterminated. I mean, has there ever been a revolution like this in history?
I don't think so, but man, it's going to be really, really rough, because what they don't anticipate, what they're not dealing with, is that the sectors of the economy that actually work for normal people, that employ people in middle class wages, the energy sector, the transportation sector, those are the parts of the economy that are being slammed by this inflation. The parts of the economy that are doing well right now, who doesn't require cheap energy? Big tech and big finance. Those happen to be, of course, the donors to the Democratic Party. They also happen to be the people who have gotten the richest over the past 10 or 20 years. So the Democrats are pursuing a set of policies. They say the economy is good, but their policies are actually rewarding their friends in the technology and in the finance sector. It's slamming everybody else. And look, if there's a real revolution in this country, it will come because people can't afford the basic necessities. Of course, that's terrible for everybody.
What if we levied, say, an 80% tax on server farms or private equity profits? Do you think they'd be in favor of that?
No, I think then they'd really worry about the fact that the things that they use, the things that they need, are actually more expensive. But maybe we should do that, because it's time to penalize the folks who have gotten rich off of devastating the American middle class and the American worker. Again, the only sectors that have done well just so happen to be the biggest donors to the Democratic Party. That's not a coincidence, Tucker.
Yeah, let's crush cops and oil field workers and coal miners. I mean, these people are just, this is class war, obviously, always has been. JD Vance, great to see you tonight. Thank you.